Views and claims expressed are those of the program producer and are not endorsed by this station. Opinions expressed are not necessarily those of radio station KMET, its management, employees, or affiliates.
But it might be.
It's time to steer the line.
Touchdown!
Sports betting, fantasy football, and the latest NFL news. Featuring Loud Esmond, Christian Giordani, Rocky Giordani, and Jeremy Payne. Bet on us to make you a better.
What?
Let's get ready to steer the line.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another segment of Steer the Line, where you get all your NFL news and all your betting advice. Week 2 of the NFL season is coming right around the corner this Sunday. Week 1 is officially in the books. How are you guys feeling so far about it?
Good.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fun week one.
Great, very entertaining so far.
Yeah. Some big happenings, some upsets, some week 1 shenanigans, some things we expected. It's kind of, it was a good week 1 though.
That was a really good week 1.
And Jeremy called it. His weekend shenanigans were really just amplified in week 1 of 2023. It was a crazy week, huh? Glad it's over with. Let's go, bud. Pick a game.
All right. Pick a division. Pick a division, pick a game. Guys, a lot of stuff happened last week. You know, we got the Lions upsetting the Chiefs. We talked about that last week, I believe. Browns demolished the Bengals going forward. Ravens as well had a killer game. But the biggest news, obviously, is Aaron Rodgers tearing his Achilles. And most likely the remainder of the season.
I know, right?
I told you he was going to love it. I told you he was going to love it.
We knew that. We called that, Lou.
You know what? As a Raider fan,
Aaron Rodgers.
As a Raider fan who has been in the mess for decades now with this team, just like the New York Jets and their fans, I'm heartbroken for those fans. I feel terrible for them. Not really for Aaron Rodgers or the team. I feel bad for the fans who were so excited, deserved at least this 1 year of excitement. Yeah, man.
Gone.
What a horrible
75
horrible
seconds.
thing to have happen.
It took 75 seconds for their whole season just go boom.
Well, he never should have went to the green slime.
Mike Tyson fight.
Never should have went to the green slime, and that is a very Jets thing that happened to the Jets. You know,
it's the Jetsiest thing to ever happen to the Jets.
Jetsiest thing. There you go.
He got jettisoned from the Jets.
Lou, what you got, baby? We knew you got some.
It's the curse.
Some wieners.
It's the curse of Jesus. Would you stop talking?
Nobody's talking.
It's
your
the
microphone.
Curse of the man bun.
Curse of the man bun.
Can you not hear me?
We can hear you. I think you're delayed, man.
Man bun.
Delayed.
There's
sorry. I don't mean to be delayed. So go ahead. I will await my turn. Christian, if you're going to have me talk, just tell me, Lou, talk.
All right. Well, before we get into what Lou wants to talk about, any games you guys want to poke out from last week that were interesting to you that kind of change your perspective on the teams going forward? I know it's just week 1 and week 1 shenanigans that we've been talking about, but anyone?
Jeremy, go ahead.
Browns are going to win the division.
Oh.
What do you think of that one?
Spit it right out, didn't he? Yeah. Vikings shot themselves in the foot. Philadelphia lost that game by all intent and purposes. No way. I mean, without a couple of really bad turnovers, man, that game looked completely different. The Bills were horrible. Josh Allen cost them that game. Those are the two obvious games that stick out from last week, except for the Rams. The Rams handing Geno Smith his butt.
How about how bad the Seahawks played?
Who?
The Seahawks. How bad the Seahawks? Yeah, they played terrible.
Well, you guys had to be excited about that.
That's who they are. Yeah. That's who they've always been. They just did their Seahawks thing. They're going to continue to do it this week.
Yeah.
Who played this week, Christian?
The Rams or the Seahawks?
Seahawks.
Seahawks play the Lions this week.
Yeah, and I like the Lions.
I do too as well. But the biggest thing, I love the Seahawks. Last season, they were a good team. DK Metcalf got real chippy with Kendricks, I believe, with the Rams. And I don't know. It looks like there's a lot of tension between the team. And stuff isn't going their way how it did last season, so we'll see how it goes on.
Same thing happened with Brown and Hurts, but that stuff happens all the time. They're going to kiss and make up. They're on the same team. There are going to be short beefs like that. They're going to get in each other's face because they're competitors. It's really a high pressure situation they're in, and it wasn't going very well.
No, and my big thing out from week one, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to win the division once again with Baker Mayfield.
You go, boy.
Yeah, I go, boy, right there.
I like it.
I'm sorry. I like Derek Carr. He looks good on the Saints week one. he had that crazy throw in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But I like the Bucks a lot. You know, they still got a lot of remainders of that championship.
Not happening.
Mike
Tampa
Evans
Bay with Baker Mayfield at quarterback is not winning the freaking division. No freaking way. Can we please not overreact to week one?
Week one shenanigans in Tampa Bay.
Not overreact to week one.
Okay, we're done with week one. Let's hop
Hold on. As a better, we always tell everybody don't overreact to week one. And we're all overreacting right now.
All right.
But yeah, hard not to do.
I believe we're officially done with week one. Let's hop into week two. Loud, I know you got some picks you want to get out, so let's get them out first.
Right. Obviously, the Giants got blown out by Dallas. That's affected the line. They're only -4.5 against the Cardinals. The Cardinals suck out loud. They're terrible. Name me their top 3 offensive weapons. I dare you to name me their quarterback. The Giants, it snowballed on them against Dallas. They had a terrible game, but they're more than 4.5 points better than the Cardinals. Rocky.
Yeah, the Giants, coincidentally, as my pick of the week against the Cardinals. They're a lot better than the Cardinals. Cardinals are trying to tank. I don't know how that's going to work when Houston has such a crappy team. With the short guy coming back at week 8, they're probably going to win a couple games. This makes no sense. Nothing about the Cardinals makes any sense for the last year and a half. They're going to get their clocks cleaned by the Giants. That's my pick of the week. Giants minus whatever.
That's a good pick for me as well. That was my other pick of the week. Giants, they had a really bad game in the beginning half, but that Dallas defense was just unstoppable. But, they're going to go in, beat up on a tanking team, and it's going to put them back in the win column. But, yeah, Giants -4.5. Jeremy?
Yeah, I think it's a get-right game for the Giants. What happened to them in week one was a bit much, but I don't think it's representative of what that team is. Like I said, they got steamrolled really quick, really early, and it was just downhill from there. They'll get right against Arizona. Every team will get right against Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona's going to be everyone's, let's get a pickup game, man. Yeah, let's get back in the win column. Loud, any more games you want to get out?
Hey, if you're in an NFL survivor pool, the Arizona Cardinals is who you are picking against almost every week. I took the Commanders against them week 1 and I've got the Commanders off my list now for the rest of the season. So that's going to be saving a lot of people. The Dolphins, boy, did they look good week 1. They go to the Patriots. The Dolphins, the Patriots always play the Dolphin stuff. This is a different era. The Patriots aren't the Patriots, and the Dolphins aren't the Dolphins. They have reversed roles. The Dolphins are great. The Patriots are mediocre. I think -3 is a short price, Rocky.
Yeah, I think the Dolphins win the division. I think they split with New England. I don't think they can go into New England and give New England 3 points just because of the defense. I think Mac Jones had another bad week 1, but who didn't? I think they cover the spread. I like New England +3 at home against the Dolphins.
I'm going to have to go with Loud on this one. I think the Dolphins are going to go a little over 3 points with them. But just to go out ahead and say it, my way, way, way too early MVP pick goes to Tua Tagovailoa, man.
Yeah, he and Tyreek Hill, crazy. They're going to make some noise for sure.
Make some noise. Jeremy?
Yeah, I like Miami in this game. I think Tyreek, along with Jefferson, are both going to be fighting to get to that 2,000 mark this year. It's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. Loud, any more games you want to get out?
Well, I got two more NFL and one college. NFL next. Lions minus 4.5 with the Seahawks coming to Detroit. The Seahawks looked awful on defense. I mean, Larry Curley and Moe were the Rams receivers.
Yeah, Detroit's going to run the ball on them at first.
I think the Lions are going to smash the Seahawks when the Seahawks go to Detroit.
Yeah,
Detroit.
Christian and I agree on that.
Losing. Yeah, we're losing you a little bit, Loud, but
we both agree on that. What did Jeremy say about Detroit and Seattle?
Yeah, I like Detroit in this game. Seattle came out a little lackluster. For fantasy football, I say throw all your players in this game. I think it's going to be a bit of a shootout. It's going to be a fun one to watch. I like Detroit. I think they have a bit more going for them this season.
Yeah.
Lou's gone. So he said he had one more pick in the NFL. Anybody want to guess what it might have been? Jeremy?
It could have been anything. I just keep rolling on with week 2. What's the next game?
Let's go on it.
When Loud hops back in, we'll let him talk his picks.
49ers Rams.
Oh, let's go right in there. 49ers Rams.
You're wearing a Rams jersey, bro. What are you waiting for?
You two really want to talk about that one?
Look, man, I'm keeping my nose out of it. Obviously, I'm going to say the Rams are going to win. It's a minus 7.5 spread in the 49ers' favorite. They're heading to L.A. Like I said at the beginning of the season, I think this team is going to go undefeated, the 49ers. Until they do, I can't bet against them. So as a Ram fan, I'm going to keep out of it. As a bettor, I'm going to say take the Niners on that spread. Rocky?
Well, I am both a Rams fan and a bettor. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're right. San Francisco's the best team in the league, but nobody's going to come into the Rams' house and give them 8 points. And by the way, the spread is now 8 points. Aaron Donald's a man on a mission. Stafford looked flawless last week. He does stuff nobody else can do. His confidence level is high. I'm taking the Rams plus 8 points. I don't think they lose by 8 or more.
Jeremy?
Yeah, when it comes to the Rams, I'll say I was surprised by the performance. Not for Matthew Stafford. We know what he can do, but the fact that he had a couple of his young wide receivers step up and make some really big plays for him. Kyron Williams seems to be the running back of choice right now. But for whatever reason, Cam Akers is back in the doghouse, it looks like. But they're coming up against a bit of a juggernaut, I think, when it comes to the 49ers. I don't know about undefeated, but I do think they're going to have one of the best records in the NFL. I said I needed to see more from the quarterback, and wow, he showed me week 1 that the kid's got it. He's going to be able to lead this team, and with that defense, they're going to be really tough to beat.
He's got that dog in him, man. He's got that.
He gets it. He consumes all that data and knows what to do with it on the field. He's very good. Still 8 points at home. I'm not buying that. Nobody goes into Rams' house and gives them 8 points this year.
Yeah, quick shout out to Tutu Atwell for having a great game with the Rams. One of the guys
Tutu's going to be number 1 this week. Nukua will be number 2 if he plays. He's going to play, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, interviewed him 2 training camps ago. Great guy. Got him to watch the show a few times. Hopefully he's watching now. Jeremy, we got a question for you. Would you trade Elijah Moore for Kamara?
Yeah, I saw that pop up over to the side. It depends on your running back and your wide receiver depth right now, but honestly, I would, if someone's willing to swap you that pick right now, do it while they're willing, because once Kamara is back, looking at that offense, I know they didn't put up a ton of points, but I think once things start happening in New Orleans, that offense is going to be pretty sick when Kamara gets back, and I think he's going to jump right back in to being the lead guy. So as long as you've got enough depth at wide receiver and need a running back, if you can get Kamara before he comes back, now's the time to do it.
So your answer is trade for Kamara. Right.
Trade more for Kamara if you can make that move.
Another primetime game we're gonna have to see. Jets at Cowboys. That would have been a killer game before Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles. The spread right now is -9 in Dallas for the Cowboys. Rocky, I already know how you feel about it. Jeremy,
no, you don't.
Oh, go ahead then.
Well, listen, I think the Jets. they're right back to square one. They've got a quarterback who's not going to do anything special, but as long as he just doesn't turn the ball over, I think they might have a little bit of success running the ball, believe it or not. And I don't trust Dak, especially now that he's going to be all high on himself after last week. I don't think they cover. I don't think Dallas can beat the Jets by what's the line? Nine and a half, wasn't it?
9 right now. I'm looking at it.
Well, yeah, I saw it at 9.5, and I really didn't like him at 9.5. So 9. All right, I'll still go the other way. I'll take the Jets plus 9 points in that one.
Jeremy?
And I do not like their quarterback at all. I don't think he's going to do anything good. Sure, he's better than he was last year. He'll get better as the season goes on with Aaron Rodgers in his ear, but I don't trust him right now.
Yeah. It's just, again, it's disappointing because so many of these games are going to be fun to watch. And it's still going to be a competitive game because the Jets just have that kind of defense. I mean, that front four was looking mighty strong, and we know what they've got in the secondary, not just Sauce, but even outside of him. So the defense is going to give everyone a tough time this season, I believe.
Yeah, you took the Jets at 9 points against almost anybody, wouldn't you? I mean, really? Because
Yeah, I have a feeling they're gonna rattle Dak a bit, and I don't think they're gonna get anywhere near 40 points in Dallas again this week. I think it's gonna be a little tougher sledding for them. But without a quarterback, having to rely on Wilson all season, I've kind of got to, at a closer game, I got to go with Dallas in this one as the overall winner. I just don't see Wilson picking up all those wins. He's gonna have to prove it. People keep saying, "Oh, he's better. He's better."
Do they cover 9 points?
Yeah.
Do they win by 9 or more?
Dallas?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I think they'll win by less than 9.
So you're taking the Jets at the points.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand the betting part. That's not what I'm
okay.
He's the fantasy guy.
Yeah, we all agree Dallas going to win that game, but not by 9 points.
No,
Christian, who you got in that game real quick?
I got the Jets in that game. Their defense is going to keep it really close. I also got the over-under for Dak Prescott. It's right now. It's a 1.5 picks in this game. I'll take the over on it right now.
A couple of games we need to cover. Kansas City's big game. Go ahead.
Right. All right. So Kansas City goes to Jacksonville for a AFC divisional round rematch. Chris Jones and Travis Kelce are cleared to play this Sunday. That changes the whole dynamic of the Chiefs offense and defense.
No excuses.
No excuses
100%.
at all. They are at 100%. I can't. You know what, man? I'm going to stick with the Chiefs. Travis Kelce makes that offense so much more electric. And
minus 4.5, right?
3.5.
3.5? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the Chiefs a lot more in this game.
Jeremy, who do you like?
Yeah, I like the Chiefs as well. I'm not off the Cincinnati bandwagon or anything, but I think they're going to struggle a little more for some reason. I don't know. I know he's going to be better.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, I just think. Oh, they're playing Jacksonville. I'm sorry, I was thinking Cincinnati.
Very good.
So they're playing Jacksonville. I'm still going with Kansas City actually, but I think Jacksonville's going to give them a game. It's just whether or not they can keep Chris Jones off of Trevor Lawrence enough, because he's going to be ready to go out there and tear it up. He already missed a week, so he's going to be fired up to play.
Tua and Cheetah and all these other quarterback and receivers. I think this year, Calvin Ridley and Trevor Lawrence are going to make a little bit more noise than all of them.
Ridley looked great.
Chiefs at 100%. No excuses, right?
Yeah.
I think the Jaguars cover the spread, and I would take them to outright win. I think they're the better team, and they're only 5 hours from Miami. The humidity is going to be about 80% in Jacksonville this week. So good luck going to Jacksonville from St. Louis in 80% humidity and beating up on a better team. I like the Jaguars plus 3.5 points all day long.
All right, we got that one. Now we're going on to division rivals. The Ravens go to Cincinnati to play on the Bengals. With Bengals got a -3 spread right now. I got the Bengals all day in this game. I know they had a really, really rough week one. Joe Burrow looked like a junior guy in junior high school playing for the NFL. But he's always had bad week ones, man. And Joe Burrow's always has been really good at bouncing back in week two. And he has really good.
Two. His 2 work games every year are week 1 or week 1 and week 2.
Yeah. But yeah, I got the Bengals in this game. Rocky?
Bengals -3. Let Jeremy go. Bengals -3. Who you like, Bengals or the Ravens? Jeremy?
No, I'm actually going with the Ravens in this game. Like I said, I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a year that Cincinnati, not because they're going to be bad or anything. I think they're going to take a little bit of a step back because I think a couple of these teams are going to be better than they expect, and it's not Pittsburgh. Like I said, I think Cleveland is legit, and I think Baltimore's going to show that they're legit as well. And I don't know. I just don't like Cincinnati to win the division this year. And I just think they're going to lose this game early, and that's what's going to set them back as far as that division title is going 0-2 in back-to-back division games.
The Ravens look good on paper. Of course, we know who the Bengals are. I'm only going to go with the Bengals because I trust Joe Burrow at home not to lose 2 in a row. And I don't think Baltimore has the chemistry, even though they've got a lot of great players. They're just not clicking. You know what I mean? I don't think Lamar Jackson is going to do all the things people are going to do. I'm going to take the Bengals at home -3. It's a tough pick, but I'm going to go with the Bengals also.
All right, sticking in the AFC North, the Browns head to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. Browns are favored -2.5 points in this game. Jeremy, you said they're going to win the division. Do they win this game?
They do. And again, this is one of those things where I feel like, Pittsburgh's starting out 0-2 and one of them being a division game. I really like the Browns. I like their defense, and I believe this offense is going to get better week by week as he gets better. I don't know why I can't. Deshaun Watson, all the names in this game. Yeah, Deshaun Watson, I think he looked better in game 1 than he did in any game last week, even though it wasn't perfect. And I think that he's going to get some of his swagger back.
All right. Well, another tough one. I don't like to bet against the Steelers at home at all, ever. I'm just going to go ahead and take the Steelers to cover. What's a 2-point spread?
2.5.
Spread, right?
2.5. 2.5.
Yeah, the Steelers need this win. Mike Tomlin is going to prepare better than who's the Browns coach?
Beats me.
Exactly. I think they had a great game against a crappy looking Bengals team in week 1. That's not going to be the case. And by the way, Steelers just got their butts handed to them in week 1, so they're going to bounce back. They're going to train hard. I like the Steelers in this game.
Pickett didn't look great, and they're without their number 1 wide receiver this week. So, I mean, they're going into this game, with a little bit of hindrance on that offense without their number 1 guy. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I do like Cleveland in this one.
Yeah. You know what? I like Cleveland a lot in this game. I think Myles Garrett's going to tear up that Pittsburgh offensive line. But I think TJ Watt is also going to get some big hits on Deshaun Watson this week. So we'll see on that. But I got the Browns winning that game.
You have to prepare for guys like Myles Garrett. You have to game plan for guys like that. Mike Tomlin is a much better coach, and I trust him to game plan his way out of that pass rush. I really do.
What are some of the other big marquee matchups we haven't hit yet? Because I know we're just down to a few minutes here.
Yeah, we have about 3 more games left. We got the Raiders go to Buffalo to play the Bills. Rocky, I'm gonna let you take this one because I know.
Okay, great. Listen, Bills are gonna bounce back big time in a great game, but what's the spread? What's the line on that one, Christian?
8. It's 8 right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Raiders in 8 points against anybody in the league. I hate to do it on the road. I'd rather they were at home, but I don't think the Bills beat the Raiders by 8 points. I'm gonna take the Raiders plus 8. Bills win the game, but not by 8 points.
I don't think the Bills beat the Raiders by any points.
Let's
Raiders are going to win this game.
Stick to your guns, baby.
I am going to stick to my guns. You know why? I like little things I saw last week. It wasn't pretty, but there were things in that defense that I didn't expect to see. It is going to get better. I think there's an opportunity for turnovers playing against Allen and Buffalo, even in Buffalo. I don't know. I like some week 2 shenanigans as far as a lot of people would be concerned, but I like the upset. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. If they get this upset, it's going to be by, probably 6 or less.
Yeah, Raiders going to have a tough time within the backfield, in their defensive backfield, covering Buffalo's receivers. That's going to be the test. We'll see. I like their quarterback. I like their minor owner. and I think the Raiders are going to do a lot better this year than a lot of people give them credit for. So I'm taking the Raiders in the points.
I'm with Jeremy on this one. I think the Raiders are going to win, and I'm taking a bold take for the rest of the season. I think the Bills finish either close or under 500 this year.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't like
That is
what I'm
bold.
looking. I don't like what I'm seeing from Josh Allen. I don't like what I'm seeing from Stephon Diggs. I really don't like what I see the tension between Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis. And I don't like see the tension. The missing pieces like Von Miller. They have a lot of missing guys this season. So don't be shocked if they don't win the division or at least win half the games. All right, just real quick, guys. Bears at Bucks. Bucks are favorite
like the
2.5
Bucks.
points.
1 minute. 1 minute.
I'll take the Bucks. Bears
Bounce
at
back
Bucks.
game for the
Jeremy.
Bears.
Bounce
Bears.
back.
Christian.
Bounce back for the Bears.
Bucks. And last game, Saints go to the Panthers -3. I like the Saints on it.
I like the
Saints.
Saints.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on that.
Love their
Saints to win
quarterback.
the division.
All right, everyone. That's been week 1 recap, and we're heading into week 2 for the NFL season. A lot of good games ahead of us. We got about 16 more weeks of the season left after this. So we'll be here to cover everyone. We're Steer the Line, and we will see you guys next week.
Go Raiders, go football.
Go Raiders.